Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm planning for the month of May in my Archer and Olive notebook, and I have this journaling kit from Plannerface called Chasing Butterflies. So it's this super cute spring themed kit with butterflies and an adorable little cat. I then have my months from Plannerface. I have a selection of washi tape from the Coffee Monsters Co. Plannerface, and I'm not sure where that one's from, but they kind of take from the colours in the kit, so I'm using like the blue and the pink, and then there's also sort of like a beige in the washi and in this girl's dress, so I hope this Coffee Monsters Co. Washi goes with that. And then I have a couple mild liners. These two are from the newer selection, so I have Soda Blue and Baby Pink, and then I also have the grey from the normal pack, and a little bit of vellum that I'm gonna stick in possibly. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this month. Let's kind of move all these things out of the way again. So as always, I'm going to start with my washi side tabs. I'm sticking with my washi waterfall. I'm really enjoying it so far, and it also makes it quite easy to like flip through my planner. I definitely don't need to be on this page. As you can see, I have already sketched out some bits and pieces. I'm at one of those like awkward points in a journal where the pages don't quite lay flat because I'm like between the binding of the paper. I don't really know what the proper words for it are. But it's difficult to get it to lay flat right now. I wish I knew where this washi tape was from because I think I would like more of it. It's super cute. I think I got it either in like a grab bag or like from the D-stash table at Southwest Planner Club. So it's one of those washi tapes where I feel like I will kind of hoard the last like third of it forever because I really like it. And this one is just from Plannerface. I think it's still available. And then yeah, instead of using 3 15mm washis this month, I'm gonna use one. No, I think I'm gonna have the emoji heads pointing outwards, so that it's kind of in the same orientation as the Plannerface washi that's underneath it. Okay, so now I just trim all of these. Okay, so there we have my waterfall tabs for the month, and I'm really happy with how that's turned out. I wasn't 100% sure about like this combination and having like one thinner washi, but I think it's gonna work out really well. And also I like the overlap of the Plannerface washi because you can still tell what it is even though it's a little bit covered up. So now we will move on to my highlights page for the month, and I'll start getting some of this gorgeous kit down. So as always, I'm not gonna say, I'll never say never to doing something different in the future, but I'm really enjoying how this layout is working for me at the moment. So I don't foresee myself changing it for a while, but that could all change in like the course of a month. I might have the cat on a different page actually. I've just remembered what I was planning on doing here. I'm just going to cut these florals in half as I normally do. Cool. So we'll do one there. And then flip this one around. Put it there. I'll do the camera at the top. And these little headphones there. And then I'll use like one, no, I think I'm going to save the butterflies for another page. So let's add in some little green bits. So this sort of sidebar will be visible from all of the pages. I feel like that's it for that one. So now I'm going to take my Tombow Fibonacci hard tip and I'm going to add in highlights down here. Cool, not my best hand lettering, but we'll go over it. So this page always looks quite bland until I like add all my memories in at the end of the month. So next for my cover page for May. So I have my month script, and I was going to use this big Fashion Girl sticker. Yeah, Let's put her in first, but like I'm not gonna squish her down too much. So I think my plan for this is she's a bit too big to go on like any of the other normal places that I put. Maybe there, and then I'm gonna speed through all of my thinking. Okay, so I've decided to stick my bit of vellum down, and this is just vellum from Hobbycraft, I think, and then I'm just sticking it down with a Pritt stick because I find that like any of the double-sided sticky tape I have shows through underneath it and looks kind of gross. So then I'm going to stick this girl here and then just have May there. I wonder if I have any other butterfly stickers. Okay, so I found a couple of extra little butterfly stickers. These are from the Passion Planner Seasons of the Year sticker book. Just thought it needed like a little something else. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's kind of simple. I like to keep my cover page a little bit more simple, again, because this highlights page ends up being super busy by the time I finish the month. So now we can flip over to my one line a day and trackers page. So as I usually do, I'm just going to colour in the edge of this page just to give it a little bit of definition. Cute. Oh, it's going a little bit like wobbly where I used a Pritt stick. And then I'm gonna go over my lines for my trackers. Oh dear. I guess I also need to think about how I'm gonna fix that little mistake. I think that's more than a little bit of blank sticker paper can fix. We'll come back to that. I'm now going to letter in all of my days of the month and hope that I measured this correctly, otherwise it'll need to be fixed even more. I swear when I get to like 15, I'm always like, I'm way too far through the numbers, and then I get to 20 and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be fine. Now just do them backwards. Okay, now we will decorate around this a bit. So I'm not gonna have as much space for my trackers as I normally do, because there's 31 days this month. I also don't have quite as much deco as normal because that one big, like this big fashion girl was so big. So I'm gonna try and use up more florals on this page. I'm really sorry about my squeaky chair. I have been thinking about replacing it. It's not completely broken yet, so I don't like fixing things until they're completely done. Okay, so we'll letter in our headers. So the one line a day journaling has been going really, really well for me. I used to, when I would be doing my like weekly reflection, I would basically just write what I'd already written like on my spread. Like on this day I did this and this and this. Whereas just putting down like one line a day has actually helped me to journal in a way that's like, I felt this about this day because I've already written what I did that day on another page. I'm going to use my grey for my every other line, and then I'll be filling in my trackers with pink. Again, we're trying to learn from March and not have too many colours going on at once because my brain finds it too busy to count. Okay, not the best every other lining I've done in my life. Now to think about how to fix this. Is it bad that I just want to leave this? Like, once it's all filled in, am I going to notice that? Or do I go 2 lines the whole way across? I might hate that even more. As always this month I am tracking water, physio, eczema, regular skincare, no spend and vitamins. And then I have my step tracker and then my mood tracker, which are really working for me at the moment. Thankfully this month it's unlikely that I'll have like a more than 10,000 step day, but I've had a couple where I've just had to go up to like the line, the dates, and be like, I did more than 10,000 steps that day. And that is what it's showing. I think I am going to try and fix that. Watch me make it worse. Okay, well now it looks like a bad double line rather than 2 lines that don't meet at all. I think I can cope with that better. Right, I'll just let that dry and then we can move on to the next spread. Okay, so now we can move on to my calendar and goals and reflection page. So to begin with, I'm going to colour in the edge of the page again. I think I'm going to do blue this time. I'm going to go a little bit rogue. This is the first time that I've done the highlights on the edge, a different colour for each page. So it's not exactly the same setup as I've been doing for the whole year so far. And let's get down our usual selection of stickers. I just thought because the washi's pink and then this big bit of torn paper sticker is pink, and I'm also having my important dates sticker in pink. That there might be a little bit too much pink. Because we know I'm not like the most pink girly. I love the flower pattern on this torn paper piece. And then I think because this piece is yellow again, I'm going to use the green for my goals header up the top. And I'll just trim it. If I stick it down straighter. And then there we go. Okay. And then down here, this is where I was thinking I would use the cute little cat. With some butterflies, or all the butterflies. Okay, but this was like a butterfly, but it's actually a hair clip, but we're gonna whack it in anyway. And then little floral situation. So we've got the cat chasing all the butterflies, one of which is a hair clip. Good for him. Okay, and then we'll go and draw in all of the lines for this week. So this month even. So I've already drawn them all in, and I'm going to do a better job than I did on the previous page. It's also helpful this month that I don't have to move the whole calendar down a couple squares. So I've just put it back where I've been doing it for the past couple months, apart from April. May is quite a short word, so I didn't need extra space to pop it in the top. And it starts midweek. I'm very excited for the 2 bank holidays in May. I'm thinking, so I've already got like 1 extra Monday off in May, and I'm thinking of doing something that I've done previously. I think I've talked about it on my channel before, called a No Monday May. So I don't work any Mondays in May. It just gives me kind of a month of lighter workload. I'm gonna twist this. Yeah, so I've already got the 2 bank holidays, so the first and last Monday of May off. And then I have one in the middle, which is after our club competition, which I'll be coaching at and helping run all weekend. And then there's like 1 other Monday, so why not make a No Monday May out of it? It does mean that one of my friends from work, we only actually see each other on Mondays because we work like opposite days, basically. So hopefully he won't get too offended by me not seeing him for a month by taking all the Mondays off. I'm sure he'll survive. Fab, so now I'll add in some headers. I'm probably going to thicken up the down strokes of May. It's quite a short word, and yeah, that's cute. And then important dates. Oh yeah, I also need to try and pop to my hometown at some point this month. So it's going to be a busy one. Reflection. And then I'm just going to copy my headers from this month. So we have challenges, wins, quote, lessons and to try, quote, lessons. To try. Added all the dates of the month. As I've said before, I don't actually hugely use this calendar. It's more for like when I set it up, I can then see the like structure of the month almost. So I've got like an idea of what's going on, but I don't particularly refer back to it. Not when I'm setting on my weekly spreads anyway. Everything is on my cal now. Oh, that's some of my hair, lovely. Right, a little every other line highlight. And then I'm gonna get my highlight right this month. I haven't been too bothered by getting this highlight wrong in April, but it would be nice if it was correct in May. And then for my goals, I have personal goals. I won't fill this in properly until I've done my April reflection. I have lifting goals, I have home goals, and I have finance goals. I don't do any work planning or anything to do with work in this planner other than I went to work, because I have a whole nother bullet journal for work, and that means it gets enough of my energy already. Okay, so now we can set up my calendar. I have my Plannerface transparent icons for setting up my, putting in all my important dates for the month. But first sorry about my chair. First, I'm just going to highlight the bottom of any days that I am not going to be in work. I swear it's getting worse. So I haven't currently booked the 12th off, but I might. You know, wouldn't that be nice? No Mondays in May. And then let's go in with some stickers. Okay, so my first thing is I will need the birthday sheet. So this first thing is I have a friend's birthday on the 10th. And then my mum's birthday is on the 26th. So annoyingly, I kind of want to go down to my hometown this weekend, like the 24th, 25th weekend, which is bank holiday weekend, and therefore the M5 will be horrendous. So it might be one of those days where I like drive down at 9 o'clock at night on a Saturday and then just stay there on Sunday, come back really late on the Sunday, or really early on the Monday. On the 17th and 18th, so I'll just put it on the 17th to begin with, it is my club competition. It's weightlifting, if you didn't know. Yes, it's like a 2-day competition where I will be competing and coaching and possibly technical officialing. Payday is the 21st. I think that's it for this month. It feels like there's not a huge amount going on, but I think that's because we don't have any definite plans. Oh, actually, my partner's dad is coming to visit on the 4th, so I'm going to use a fork and knife doodle icon even. There we go. That's still wonky. Eek. I learnt from previous month that once these transparent icons are down, they are down. Okay, so that's it. So the bits that are left over in this kit will actually get used when I do my reflection page, and then that's just the rest of the month. So let's do a quick flip through. So I have my highlights and my cover page, and then my 1 line a day and my trackers, and then my calendar and my goals and reflection page. Now let's take a look at how April spread turned out. So this is how my April highlights page is looking after I've filled it all in. I added in extra pictures this month because I've kind of been getting more confident in how many pictures I can fit on this page as the months have gone on since I've been doing this highlights page. I've also used some of these extra bits from the journaling kit to kind of fill in some of the space around the pictures. I think you can tell from the pictures this month that Reggie definitely had a good time. And then we have my one line a day and my trackers all completed, and my calendar, goals and reflection page again all completed. So yeah, that is it for April. Okay, so as always, I forgot to say at the beginning of the video, but I do PR for Plannerface. You can use my code in the description to save yourselves a little bit of money and also mention me for a seasonal freebie. But that is everything for this video, friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed it, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!